We have two different ways that you can hire your apprentice available from Barking and Dagenham College. One is the traditional route, which means that they're your employee, they're employed by you and trained by us. And option two is via our apprenticeship training agency, Apprenticeships Work, which means they're employed by us but they're hired by you for a period of time in order to achieve part of their apprenticeship framework. So again, they'd be trained by us at the college. The traditional route of hiring an apprentice is the employee works for you, they are your apprentice, they work in your company, they have a contract of employment for a minimum of 30 hours a week, they are paid a salary, and if they're 16 to 18 or 19 in their first year of their apprenticeship, currently they must receive the apprentice national minimum wage, which is £2.60 an hour. You are responsible for paying all their PAYE national insurance, but we can support you with recruitment if required. One of the ways in which we do that is we use the National Apprenticeship Service apprentice vacancy website. It's a free facility, and we find that we actually gain quite a number of applicants for each vacancy we place on that site, and also we get good quality applicants as well. So the idea is that if you use a traditional route, we work together to deliver the apprenticeship framework. I think, as Steve was just saying, as an employer, he plays a pivotal role in actually providing the appropriate on-the-job training. I think, as he said, at Havering College, yes, we can, like Havering College, we can teach someone how to mill or grind, or to how to use a PC properly and different Word or Excel programs, but the vital piece of the of the partnership is that you as the employer need to play your role and actually train that apprentice specifically in your industry needs. Option two is via the apprenticeship training agency. So again, an enthusiastic new employee professionally selected for you. They would work for you typically 4 days a week, and with us 1 day a week for their apprenticeship sort of training. You as the employer would pay an all-inclusive weekly fee for that apprentice. There's no more hidden cost to you as the employee, or you've got none of that traditional employee admin. And what we mean by that is that in that inclusive weekly fee, from that we pay their salary, we pay their PAYE national insurance, and we do all the admin associated with that employee, okay, because they're an employee of Apprenticeships Work. You still get access to all the higher quality training and all the up-to-date leading sort of industry standards. So if you're thinking of taking on an apprentice, what sort of things you need to consider? Well, I would suggest that you sort of start by looking and saying, okay, what's my current skill needs and what are my future skills needs? Where do you think in your organisation that you think your skills requirements are holding you back? What's your problem? What's your real problem? And where is there in the organisation, where is there a lack of skills, certain skills? And what skills and abilities do you think as an organisation you're going to need for your future? Do you have a loyal and a productive workforce? Because again, you could be looking at those people within your workforce already to train. The next thing to really look at is how these needs can be met. So what level of skills are required now and for the future? Can you upskill or can you reskill your current workforce at all? Or are there programs available to help you do that? What budget have you got available as an organisation? And what support is available out there? Again, this is a real kind of maze for a lot of businesses, and it's really, really time consuming. So it's really important that you decide whether or not if an apprenticeship is the right solution for you. And before you do any of that, really, I would suggest that you actually talk to us. So people like Nigel at Havering, like myself at Barking and Dagenham, Our services are free, and we've got access to information and advice. That's our day job, is finding out, you know, what funding's available, what support's there. That's why we're employed, so we can come out and tell you. I'm not suggesting you find your way around that maze yourself, okay? So help is here. Okay, so as part of that sort of service, we help you to consider how the training will be delivered, because I think it's been mentioned already by Nigel and by Steve, it's a three-way partnership between the apprentice themselves, you as the employer, and us as training provider. We can get access to funding or part funding. We can support you with recruitment if that's what your needs are, and we are available to support you and your organisation and your employees through the apprenticeship. Okay, that's what we're here to do. So what we're really about is delivering advantage for you, the employer, and for your employee. So don't just take our word for it. A little bit of credentials really here. Alliance Facilities, a company that offer general maintenance services in London and Essex, who we've been a client with the college for around 5 years. Something they had to say about their apprentices. And people like Morrison's, who I've mentioned already. The quality of the training is excellent. They are the UK's 4th largest food retailer. They've been a client of ours just 4 years, since 2007, and we basically have tailor-made the course for Morrison's. And Graham White, Castle Point Gas and Heating Company in Essex, we've been working with for about 15 years, a real long time. And again, it just sort of shows the strength of the partnership between the college and the local businesses. And we too have award-winning apprentices at Barking and Dagenham College. Adam O'Keefe was Apprentice of the Year in 2010 and also was a gold medal winner in the Skill Build at 2010. And again, it's Jamie Rodwell, one of our plastering apprentices, bringing home a gold medal.